Thank you. We'll go ahead and get started. We have the session recording, so that way we can share that out. But I'll go ahead and introduce our main host. So Rebecca Leonardis is a diamond leader with doTERRA with 10 years of experience. She's a mother and a stepmother and has always included her family in the growth of her doTERRA business. She trained in Ayurveda in North America and currently operates a women's health coaching business. Her endeavors have attracted people from all over the world, including the US, Australia, India, yay, and Europe. So this is kind of where Rebecca and I had been introduced to each other 2014 at a women's wellness center. And we would have probably never crossed paths had it not been for this workshop that took place. And that's kind of where we've been in each other's lives now for 10 years. And it's been such a beautiful journey. And that's where along this journey, there will be so many people that you will be meeting and linking arms with and making just beautiful connections that will stay with you for the rest of your life. And I truly believe that everyone comes into your life for a reason. So I'll hand it over to you, Rebecca.
Oh, Zarine. It's hard not to get a little misty-eyed when I think that we have spent the last decade together. And you're right, maybe our paths would never have crossed if not for this opportunity. And thank goodness, because we have become terrific friends. We have beautiful memories to reflect back on over the past 10 years. And now, as a result of our friendship and our business bond, we have these incredible women who are co-hosting with us tonight. We have Malika, we have Ritu, we have Maruk, and this has really become a group of women that I look forward to spending time with, because there isn't competition amongst this group. There is only encouragement and this great sense of collaboration. And I hope tonight, with this business opportunity session, you will come to realize that this opportunity exists for you, for all of us also. Business is something that all of us really want to be a part of in some way, shape, or form. We love to be purposeful in our lives, and doTERRA gives us a great outlet to be able to do that. So I'm grateful to each of you for being here tonight. If you're watching this as a recording, I want to say thank you for making the time to do so. I am just going to start to do a little screen sharing with you so that you can follow along visually. If you have questions, what I want to encourage you to do is make sure that you are in connection with the person who invited you to tonight's conversation. It's really important because tonight we're going to be talking mostly about high-level topics. Okay, so we're not going to get into really, really deep information, and you're going to want to get into the really, really deep information. And that's where your partner, whether it is Maruk that has invited you, whether it is Zarine or Ritu or Malika, you want to reach out, or maybe it's somebody who is a connection through one of them. Reach out to them and make sure that you have that all of your detailed questions answered for you. That will be really important because each of us comes to this business with a unique set of goals and a unique set of skills, and certainly with a unique experience behind us. And that's what makes the doTERRA business opportunity so wonderful for everyone, because it quite literally is a business model that suits every single person. Now, just from a nod of heads, can I just confirm that everyone can see my screen nicely? Okay, beautiful. So you'll see all those lovely faces that have started this incredible business opportunity initiative in India. Thank you guys very much. And this is a special conversation for us tonight because this is where we begin to carry this business forward. And I know each of you have shown up with a specific level of curiosity. If you would be so kind to type into the chat, if you have the opportunity, what you're really hoping to learn from tonight's session. Maybe you came and you are curious about how you would even get started with something like this. A lot of times people will come to a business opportunity call wondering how much it's going to cost them. That's a very valid question. So don't hesitate to post those kinds of questions. That way, all of us here in this collaborative space understand where you're coming from, and we can all lend you the information that you're looking for. Sound good? So take that opportunity now and let us know what it is that you're hoping to learn. We have many people who are watching the chat and can support you as far as that goes. And then, as I mentioned before, beyond this conversation, you can go even deeper into the real specifics about what the business opportunity represents for you. One of the things that I love about doTERRA is the fact that it offers you two things. Well, it offers you a lot of things, but the two things that really stand out to me are stability in your health. Because we are a lifestyle company, the very products in which you would be sharing with other people are the products that are working to make you healthy first. Okay, you have to be the priority in this entire journey. You can ask any of the women that are here. It is a very, very high priority that you take excellent care of yourself. But what if you could do that and earn an income while prioritizing your own personal health and that of your family? It would be fantastic to earn an extra income for your family, would it not? I don't think there's anyone out there that could say, no, thank you. I don't think another stream of revenue would be beneficial to my family. We all have goals. And even if we're very comfortable in our lifestyle right now, extra income could mean the difference between living well and perhaps being charitable, or living well and knowing that you have a future plan for maybe your children are going to travel abroad or go to post-secondary education. It means something different to everyone. So it would be very beneficial for each of us to have an additional stream of income. And how would it feel if you could prioritize your health, earn an income, be that extra stream of money coming into your family, and have it all align with your heart? We're all good people. We all have deep aspirations for how we want to live our lives. And what if all of this work could align beautifully with how you feel inside? That would be almost too good to be true, right? That's why we're glad you're here, because it's not too good to be true. With doTERRA, the structure and the infrastructure of this business model checks all of those boxes. So in this session tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about why doTERRA is the largest and the most trusted essential oil company in the world. Not just in a specific country, not in a part of the world, in the entire world. This is the largest and most trusted essential oil company. We're also going to talk about what makes the doTERRA business opportunity so appealing to so many people. We'll talk about how you earn money and build a residual income. And really importantly, as we show up here as a team tonight, we're going to talk about our collaborative team model and what really makes that special and unique. So that just doesn't exist in all business opportunities out there. We really want to emphasize the simplicity of it all as well. You might hear a lot of information tonight and think, wow, that sounds terrific, but it's a bit overwhelming. We want you to leave here tonight feeling curious. If you feel overwhelmed, please tell us that. Let us know how we can make it as easy as possible for you, because we want you to begin your doTERRA journey, but more importantly, we want you to stay in your doTERRA journey because it's simple, because you love it, and because you're meeting your financial and your personal health goals. That's our goal for you. So there are 3 specific categories that answer the question, why doTERRA? First of all, it's the product. And the product is extremely important because if you don't have a solid product to rely on, you will very quickly lose trust with the people that you're sharing with because they will have an experience and the experience won't live up to their expectations and they won't want to try again. So that product needs to be solid. It needs to be extremely efficient. It needs to deliver on what it's meant to do. Why doTERRA? The people are extremely important along the way as well. So the people that you have an opportunity to interact with are very important. And by interacting, I do mean the customers of your future, but I also mean the people that will be connecting with you and doing a business alongside you. We sometimes refer to it as a sisterhood, a collaborative team model. Regardless of how you look at it, there are going to be people around you all the time that will help lift you up and will support you as you endeavor to be successful with doTERRA. You'll also get to meet the founders of doTERRA because at some point they will put themselves in front of you and you will become very familiar with who they are. There are 7 founders in doTERRA. And I believe that all of the ladies here tonight who have already started their business journey are familiar with the names, some of the faces, and they feel very confident that they will continue growing and knowing the people that make doTERRA as wonderful as it is. Thirdly, why doTERRA? It's the pay. And I know that's the reason many of you came here tonight. The pay is extremely important to fully understand. You want to make sure that you're being compensated for the work and the effort that you're putting into things. And the reason we have such success with doTERRA is that the pay, the business model, the commissions that are offered offer you a very long-term, sustainable residual income. Okay, so those are the 3 things that answer that question, why doTERRA? The product, the people, and the pay. Let's start first off with the product. As I mentioned before, doTERRA is the largest essential oil company in the world. And yes, we are a direct marketing company, a network marketing company. And some of you have previous experiences with network marketing companies. If I could ask you one favor for tonight, it would be to let go of those previous experiences because doTERRA does not subscribe to the way in which those network marketing businesses operate. And you'll learn that over the course of this conversation. We have an incredible product that all of us feel extremely confident in sharing. That's what makes us the largest and the most trusted in the world. Trust comes from proving yourself time and time again. doTERRA is the most trusted because they will put in the effort. It's not required, but they willingly test every batch of essential oil 60 times or more. That's a lot. And the reason that this is done is because they're in constant pursuit of the most potent and the purest essential oils on the planet, which they've accomplished. These oils are used by doctors and they're used by hospitals worldwide. When you are building trust, you do need to prove yourself. And doTERRA offers the information about their essential oils through full transparency. There is a website that all of us have access to. It's called Source to You, and this is really a fascinating tool that can be used by an essential oil user as well as somebody who is pursuing the business opportunity. Because if you are telling people that you are the most trusted, the purest, and the most potent, you want to be able to have the tools to back that up. Source to You is that tool. It's a third-party testing agency that allows every batch of essential oil to run through a series of tests, and you have access to all of that information. So if you're already an essential oil user, find one of your bottles. Any bottle will do because each and every one of them are marked. And you'll notice that there is a batch number on the bottom or on the side of that bottle. That batch number can be plugged into this source to you website, and you'll see that you can enter your quality ID number. That's the number that's on your bottle. You can enter it into this site and receive all of the markers of quality for that particular batch. This is important, whether you're a physician or whether you are a mother at home who is trusting this product to deliver results with your child. You want to know that it is pure, and you want to know that it's potent, that the money that you've invested in this product is going to give you what you expect for it to give you, right? That's very important. That's how we build our trust. Time and time again, doTERRA ensures that you are getting a top quality product. And many of you have probably used essential oils in the past. And maybe those essential oils have fallen short of giving you the results you're looking for. Maybe you don't even really appreciate essential oils at this point. It is largely due to the fact that most essential oils have been adulterated, meaning that in some way they have been manipulated and they are no longer the pure plant version that doTERRA offers. In fact, 80% of the essential oils on the market today, and this is factual, you can research this independently if you wish to, 80% of them have been adulterated in some way, which makes you question efficiency, safety, all of those things that you expect from a product that you've invested in. With doTERRA, you have this confidence built in because they are going to make sure that every batch delivers on the expectation. This feels good. So as someone who is considering stepping into the business and offering these essential oils as tools for someone else's wellness, you can feel confident passing this information on. That means a lot. They want to trust the product, and your future customers really want to trust you. And now you can make sure that that's a reality. There have been so many blessings for our team over the years. I've been with doTERRA now for 10 years, and I have witnessed these essential oils, a bottle of lavender or a bottle of balance or any number. I could name any bottle of essential oil, and I have witnessed the efficiency, the efficacy of these oils in my own home as a mother of 3, but I've also had the confidence in sharing them with other mothers and other professionals over the years, and knowing that they have had a shared experience of trust, of deep belief in the product. And in 10 years, my business has stayed strong because of the trust we've developed in the product, in doTERRA. For those of you who have had an experience with doTERRA already, perhaps one of the lovely ladies here tonight have shared a sample with you. What was a wow experience that you had with it? And maybe Maruk or Ritu or Malika, perhaps, or Zarine, perhaps you could share one of your experiences in the chat just to illustrate a little deeper how profound these oils can truly be and what that experience was like for you. For me personally, I can recall a time, this is one of many wow stories that I have, but my oldest son was having what can only be described as a terrible anxiety attack. And I hadn't witnessed anything like this before. He's my stepson, so I was not spending all of my time with him. But he arrived at my home and was clearly agitated by something, and it just continued to escalate and continued to escalate to the point where he was crying so hard and breathing so erratically that I really thought that I was going to have to call emergency services to help take care of him, because I thought something terrible was happening. It just so happened that while he was breathing like this and while he was struggling so hard, I noticed I had a bottle of Balance essential oil on my kitchen counter. So I reached for that bottle of Balance and I walked, his name was Zachary. I walked Zachary over to the couch and I took the lid off of the bottle of Balance, nothing fancy. And I said, Zach, I'm going to put a drop of this essential oil in the palm of your hand. And I'm just going to get you to cup your hands. And if you can take in a few breaths, keep in mind he was having a hard time breathing. If you can take a few breaths, this is going to help. And as he was breathing it in, I was trying to create something different for him to think about. We were talking about a drive through some trees, and he was breathing. And within a couple of minutes, no exaggeration, 2 minutes later, his breath was very, very slowed. He had stopped crying. I could tell that he was beginning to settle into himself again. And the anxiety attack was averted, or it was softened, however you choose to look at it. And I remember thinking, wow, I cannot believe that this just worked so well in such a short amount of time. My other two children witnessed the entire event. And for me, that was very special because they also saw that something as simple as the essential oil worked very, very quickly and efficiently for their brother. I have three children that rely on nature first when treating anything, and that's important to me. So that was one of my many wow experiences with the essential oils. Next, I want to talk about the people in doTERRA because, as Zarine mentioned, the connection she and I were able to have and grow within over the past 10 years is really special. And the people that we've been able to impact with our essential oils has been even more special. And that opportunity exists for you through the doTERRA business opportunity because of the connection that is always being fostered within this community. When it comes to the people in doTERRA, I also want to emphasize the fact that our products are ethically and sustainably sourced. doTERRA makes it their mission to connect with people in a way that benefits them. All right, so our essential oils come from all over the world, and I will show you a map of where those oils come from in just a moment. But it's important to know that the treatment of the farmers, the distillers, anybody that's involved in the process of creating an essential oil, everyone is treated with the utmost respect and reverence for their craft. doTERRA emphasizes people first by empowering people on both sides of the bottle. So on one side of the bottle is us, the end user, the consumer. On the other side of the bottle is the farmer that holds all of the wisdom to plant and grow and harvest and distill an end product that we use for our health and wellness. doTERRA ensures that we take care of people by giving them fair and on-time payments. doTERRA is very focused on creating jobs globally and making sure that communities are being lifted up, sometimes in situations of poverty, being lifted out of impoverished situations. So you can feel good about the people that you are supporting, not just your customers, but the people that are producing the quality product that you will then turn around and share to grow your own personal business. This business model connects us with other markets. There are 120 markets open around the world as it is right now. And this map shows you just a little bit of the diversity, and by a little bit, I mean a lot of the diversity as it applies to where our oils come from. You'll see that there are 45 countries highlighted here. And of those 45 countries where our essential oils come from, about half, a little more than half actually, are considered third world countries. So when we talk about supporting people and giving people a hand to pull themselves out of impoverished situations, this business model is incredibly impactful. Millennials are make up a very strong percentage of our new business owners in doTERRA. And I'm not a millennial, but I love their perspective on why they're drawn to doTERRA. And maybe this will resonate with you, whether you are or are not a millennial. There is this deep desire to be part of a meaningful movement. And that movement is impacting the entire world. People are no longer satisfied with spending money for the sake of spending money, because the money we earn is precious to us. So when we spend it, we want to make sure that it has deep meaning to it. We are conscious consumers, knowing that when you do choose to spend your hard-earned money, that it will have a positive ripple effect in the world. Millennials also suggest to us that environmental sustainability is incredibly important, and doTERRA accomplishes this through reusable glass bottles, zero waste within production, the co-impact sourcing model, which I touched on lately, which connects doTERRA directly to the farmer and all of the people in between that supply chain. doTERRA offers livable wages and encourages regenerative agriculture. So whether you are millennial or not, I believe deeply that each of these comments lend themselves to giving you a big picture idea of why doTERRA is as successful a company as it is, and why it will only continue to grow in the years to come. In fact, I did want to mention, as you take a look at this gorgeous collection of beautiful faces from around the world that are part of this team. So the women who have invited you here tonight, Ritu, Maruk, Zarine, Malika, all of the faces that you see here are all connected to the growth that is happening currently in India and beyond. This is powerful. This all began, Zarine and I connected when she was in Canada. She is someone who lives in India, therefore connected with friends, and has been blessing people in the area and beyond for many years now. And this is just a small collection of the faces who have been inspired by the women on this team. And this will continue to grow. As I mentioned, we have a new CEO at doTERRA, and I hope you will take the opportunity to dig a little deeper on the background of doTERRA and take a look at the new Chief Executive Officer named Kirk Jowers, who is very, very encouraging and very confident in the knowledge that this company will grow 3 times. So they're going to triple their impact by the year 2030. 2030 may seem far away as you say it, but think about it. It's a handful of years away, and you could be part of the growth of this company that is tripling its impact. Tripling means that it will impact, the tripling will happen, yes, in terms of its financial gains, but also tripling itself in terms of its connections with farmers around the world. Every aspect of the company has a goal of tripling its impact. So the reusable, the environmental sustainability, they're looking to increase by 3-fold their impact in that area of business development. You could be part of something really special in a world where things seem to be stalled or opportunities seem to be lackluster. doTERRA is a certainty that growth is going to happen because they are always in pursuit of what is pure. doTERRA never takes the easy way, and they never take the least expensive way, but they always take the way that ensures that people are the priority. What a beautiful model to align yourself with, whether you choose to host a team yourself or become an avid user yourself. There is just such abundance in that consideration. This team will continue to grow, and I believe will be on track with the company's goal over the next handful of years. And by the year 2030, we hope to welcome more and more of you into this beautiful, beautiful community. The last thing I want to say about people and its relationship to doTERRA is you will always have an opportunity. If you decide that this business model is something that aligns with you, you will have the opportunity to connect directly with the farmers yourself. Through the co-impact sourcing model and doTERRA's Healing Hands initiative, which is our charitable division of the company, you will have opportunities presented to you where you can visit areas where essential oils are grown and harvested and connect with the people in those areas. The images that you're seeing on the screen right now is an opportunity I personally had alongside my husband back in 2018 to visit Guatemala, where cardamom is grown. And this was absolutely extraordinary. I was blown away at the idea that doTERRA knew every person in the supply chain, from the men who were planting the seeds to the people that were harvesting the cardamom to the distillers and beyond. Everyone was connected in a really beautiful way. And those opportunities will exist for you as well in the future. So if that aligns with your heart, if that taps into something that is special to you, then just know that that opportunity is part of the business opportunity that exists. If you have a moment and at this point could comment on what part of the heart of doTERRA appeals to you most, this would be lovely for us to better understand how you're feeling just with this little bit of information that has been offered to you so far. We're excited to know that we are aligning ourselves and continue to align ourselves with people who are heart-led, who are motivated, yes, by the financial gains, but who also see the beautiful benefit in doing this in a way that benefits the people. Aligning our work with our hearts has always been something that has been a priority for all of us. And each of you will find that you will approach this doTERRA business in a way that is unique to you. And this is what each of us love about business with doTERRA. You have a great product and you have a supportive system around you, but you can grow your doTERRA business in a way that feels good for you. If you are a professional, for example, you may choose to bring doTERRA into your clinic environment, and that will present opportunities for you. If you are a stay-at-home mom currently in the process of raising your young family, you will be able to do this business just as powerfully as a professional by inviting people into your home. Sharing essential oils doesn't have criteria other than your mission to share the word of it. The third thing that makes doTERRA such an incredible opportunity, of course, is the pay. And this, as I mentioned before, I believe why most people tap into the idea of doTERRA, because it has had such a long-standing relationship with people, it keeps a strong retention rate. So for example, doTERRA holds on to their customers at a rate of 65%, where other network marketing companies can only hold on to customers 7% of the time, up to about 15% of the time. That means that you are always trying to find new customers to try things for a short period of time. doTERRA's compensation plan aligns very much with the way we hold on or retain customers. It's brilliant. Because we have one of the highest retention rates, we are able to pay in a way that has longevity. So over time, you become better paid. Whereas with most network marketing companies, you're paid well at the beginning, but when that customer loses trust in the product and leaves, there is no residual income that's being earned. doTERRA likes to bring people in, build the trust, retain customer. And when you have a community of people who are all trusting and loving their product, that's when you are being paid the most for the effort that you've put into growing your community. It's worth knowing that doTERRA is a privately owned, debt-free company. And why that is important to you is that being privately owned means that we do not, as a company, have to answer to any lobbyists. We don't take our direction from anyone aside from the founding members of doTERRA. And those founding members are very incredible because they seek feedback from the field, from us, in order to make their decisions. Publicly owned companies cannot do that. Privately owned companies have all of the freedom to do that. The reason being debt-free is important to know is that when you're debt-free, you can invest your profits. Remember, doTERRA is a very profitable company. You can invest your profits in the things that matter most to you. And we know with doTERRA that the product and the people are the most important. So they invest their profits in research, so you can find endless clinical studies, peer-reviewed research on products, okay? Most companies are not able to do that because it is very expensive and very time-consuming to provide any type of in-depth research. But doTERRA doesn't owe anybody any money and can make that happen so that we can honor the trust factor that we need to earn with our customers. Being debt-free also means that those profits can be allocated to wellness advocates like us, people who are sharing the message of the essential oils and the lifestyle products. This is why our compensation plan is so desirable and why we know we can trust it for the long term, because the company is constantly investing in the people to share the message of the researched, trusted products. Makes sense, right? It all connects to one another. There are over 11 million customers worldwide that are using doTERRA essential oils, but there are a very small percentage of them who are doing this as a business, about 10%. So when you decide to do doTERRA as a business, what you will discover is you're having fun because you're really introducing people to the usage of essential oils. And 1 out of every 10 person will say, I'd like to do this alongside you. I'd like to grow a business for myself. And that's where we begin to rely on our communities to support those individuals. So you don't have to have any special skill set. We have the infrastructure to support that. Let's answer just a few key questions about direct selling, because you probably have many other opportunities and direct sales might not have been at the top of your list because of a previous experience, or you have a feeling about direct sales that just can't shake the idea. But consider this. With direct selling, you're unlimited. Your success is completely up to you. And because at doTERRA we have this built-in model, you don't have to go looking for great products. You don't have to have any overhead. There's a built-in education system and a community just like this who plugs you into future programs that continue to nurture your development and understanding of the product, and extremely low startup costs. So we have a requirement as a business operator, and this is the only requirement within doTERRA. What you do beyond this is completely on your own. The only requirement is that you place a 100 PV order. PV stands for product value, and you do that every month. Remember, we wanted you to prioritize your personal health first. So this 100 PV order is designed for you to order products for you and your family so you can be healthy and well, and then you can share out with other people. That's your only requirement. Take care of yourself through your order, and then you have checked all of the boxes required to be a business owner with doTERRA. You grow a residual income by working in direct sales. People who work in a corporate environment don't have the opportunity to escalate their earnings aside from maybe an annual increase based on their performance every year. And I know here in North America, the most you can ever earn based on your performance is an extra 3% on what you're already being paid, which doesn't work out to a lot. And almost nobody that I know gets a full 3% raise. Maybe that is different from wherever you're watching things from, but I know from experience that this is an important consideration. When you're comparing your old views towards these new views, and thank you again for being here and just opening the door to a new perspective, you are aligning with an opportunity in this new model. There's no limits on your advancement. In fact, the person who invited you to this call, you could surpass their earnings. Imagine that. In a corporate environment, your boss will always earn more than you because it's structured that way. You'll never surpass your boss. But in this environment, the person who brought you in is not your boss, they're your mentor. They will show you the ropes, but you have limitless potential. And in many cases, you can earn more than that individual who brought you into the business. So that's exciting. You have the freedom to choose that for yourself, and you can build your own dreams through this process. So I'm curious in the chat if you would be willing just to share a part of this model and the earnings opportunity that appeals to you most. Remember, we have people that are watching the chat, and anything you offer to us just gives us an opportunity to dial into how you're feeling with the information that you're learning. And it gives us some guidance on what additional information you will need in the future from us, because we want to be detailed with your specific situation. On the screen, if you have your phones, you can scan this QR code. It will take you to doTERRA's compensation plan. And this is a nice, helpful resource. Sometimes you want to know the very specifics about things, and this will help you learn that a little bit better. We also have a business builder's guide, and we will be sending that business builder's guide. Whoever invited you tonight can ensure that you get a copy of the business builder's guide so that you can look at it at your leisure, maybe review it with the person who brought you to this conversation. And that can be the starting block for your conversation on how this suits your life specifically. The compensation plan is designed, as I mentioned, to get you into the habit of talking about your essential oils. You get paid a little bit in the beginning to bring people in. And as time goes on and you build a community, you'll notice that your income begins to grow alongside the growth of your community. And remember, as you grow a community, it's not just you growing it. Imagine your favorite person. Maybe it's your sister, your best friend, or maybe it's someone you work with in a corporate environment, and you present this business opportunity to them and they say, yes, I want to do this with you. Now you are impacting twice as many people and growing your team. That person and you will invite 1 or 2 people into your community, and now you've got maybe 3 or 4 or 5 or half a dozen people talking about doTERRA. So growing your community doesn't sit on your shoulders exclusively. You are the inspiration behind the growth, but you will be bringing people into your community that will help you get to your goals, and you helping them get to their goals very quickly. When I say that this is a collaborative model, I really mean it in the deepest sense of collaboration, because if you do well, someone else does well. Your mentor does well, that means you do well. It is extremely collaborative, and that's why it's so important to consider whether this model is for you or not. Because if collaboration is not something that interests you, if you like to hold all of the weight yourself, this will be hard. But if you like to share and be open to receiving, this is a beautiful business model for you. To recap so far, doTERRA is one of the most affordable companies with just that little expectation that you invest in health products for yourself. You, after your first year, you will have earned, if you're ordering month after month after month, those health products, you will have earned enough in points to cover 3 months of additional health products. And that, whenever I say that, it sounds a little confusing to me. So have that conversation again with the person who brought you tonight. Just know that your points accumulate for the products that you're investing in that are required to do the business. So not only are you opening up the opportunity to do the business, but you're gifting yourself with points that will afford you to continue doing the business. It's very cyclical that way. There are two levels that you can play at with this business model. You can decide, I love this conversation tonight, but I really want to be a casual sharer. Talk to your mentor, talk to the person who invited you, and find out what that means for you. And please know that casual sharing and business building can happen on a global scale. So if you are, for example, in India, you could keep your business exclusive to India because that's where all the people you know are. But if you're someone who is an influencer, maybe you're on social media and you have people all over the world, you will have an opportunity to share the business in North America. You have the opportunity to share in Europe, in New Zealand, in Australia, wherever you know people, you can do this business in a way that works for you, which is really exciting. The second level, or level two, whatever you would like to refer to this as, is actually building and mentoring a team of people, similar to what we're doing here. Or we are offering an opportunity to connect and be mentored. You can turn around and do that with our help in the future. So that will be a decision you will need to make when you're thinking about what style of business you would like to operate within. So many opportunities exist. I want to encourage you to think about the idea that wherever your situation has you right at this moment, there is always an opportunity to start again and create a new ending for yourself. Maybe your financial situation is not as strong as you would like to be. Maybe you are working in a job that is not as fulfilling as you would love for it to be. This talk tonight presents you with an opportunity that deserves real consideration, because here is your chance to create a new ending and to change your personal story. You're creating a legacy. doTERRA loves to talk about legacy. They are a legacy company. And within that, you have an opportunity to change your personal legacy. There are many ways that you can earn within doTERRA, and I hope you will take some time and go through the compensation plan and understand what it means to share doTERRA with other people, how you can earn weekly for bringing new people into your community, how you can earn fun bonuses for achieving goals of bringing individuals into your community, and how eventually you can become part of bonus pools just for continuing to nurture the people around you, all while building your own personal health. Remember that along the way, okay? Lots of ways to earn and lots of ways to continue to improve yourself from a health perspective. Now, this is a North American slide, and I debated whether or not to share this because many of you are outside of North America, but this gives you an idea, just an idea. And many of you will be sharing with people in North America. I'm Canadian, and these are in American dollars. So I know what it's like to have to do the money translation in your mind. but that gives you a bit of an idea. With most part-time job earnings, at least in North America, people are earning about $15 an hour. So that means if you work 20 hours a week, that's $1,200 a month. And in doTERRA, when you plug into our team system, which is exactly what you're participating in now, you'll earn $160 in your first month, US, keep in mind, for a total of $1,660 after 6 months. What part-time job, whether you're in North America or outside of North America, allows you that opportunity to grow so quickly and so abundantly? Very exciting. So the income potential is something worth having a discussion with your family. It is worth having a discussion with your extended family, because they will likely be the people that you begin to share your doTERRA journey with. They may even be the people that choose to build a doTERRA business with you, because you will need some business partners. And I would suggest to you that you consider yourself, if this is right for you. If the business opportunity is right for you, I want you to immediately assume that you are the CEO of your own business, and you have to hire 2 or 3 people to be the executives on your team, the managers of your team. These are the people that will earn the best alongside you. Who would you want those people to be? Who deserves to grow into this opportunity with you? Maybe it's a family member, maybe it's friends, maybe it's people that you've observed on social media that you have a deep desire, you would love to work alongside that person. These are considerations for you, because growing in this business means taking people along with you. If you don't wish to grow a business, you can share casually, and you can continue to work with the person who is currently mentoring you and still be part of a community that is loaded with inspiration, education, opportunities for earning in the future. Stick with that desire to want to know more with doTERRA. As a user, a sharer, or as a builder, very important to stay connected with the person who brings you into this. As I mentioned before, you get paid to live healthy. Sharing doTERRA simply means that the products that you're using for your own personal health, what you're earning from that can be applied to the oils and the lifestyle products that you're using to maintain your own personal health and wellness. We share all of the time with people the importance of personal self-care. And we really rely on this idea of everyone incorporating the key building blocks to what personal health and wellness looks like. You'll see here, and you can rate yourself if you choose to. There's an opportunity on this slide for you to do that. But we really believe deeply in the idea of nutrition and digestion, movement and metabolism, rest and managing stress, reducing toxic exposure, informed self-care, and proactive medical care. All of those are the building blocks for good personal health and wellness. On the screen, you'll see that there is a personal lifestyle guide. So if we piqued your curiosity tonight, and you would like to know a little bit more about that, please give that a scan, and then we can open up that conversation for you even further when your mentor reconnects with you about this. And we start simple. We start with healthy swaps. We don't want to make anything overcomplicated. We want to show you how you can switch out some of the products that you're currently using and do that in a slow, steady way so that you can build up your own personal, non-toxic lifestyle routine. Each of us has a different starting block. And keep in mind, we're not just essential oils at doTERRA. We specialize in lifestyle products, and that includes nutrition, it includes dental, it includes skincare products, cleaning products, and beyond. My question to you, have you ever been paid to share a product that you truly love? You've all recommended products that you've loved before, but have you been paid to do that? Whether it's a restaurant you've loved, or a makeup product, or anything of the like, have you ever been paid to share that product? doTERRA is that opportunity to be paid. We have lots of education within our infrastructure that will support you in growing your own personal knowledge, but also bringing people along with you. We want you to feel like you could start a business tomorrow and you wouldn't have to know everything because we have it built in. And we encourage you to take advantage of all of the programs that have already been built. We encourage you to share, enroll customers, and then plug them into our communities. That's really what this team is all about. We will teach your new customers what they will need to know in the beginning. So again, if you decide, I want to do this as a business, but I don't know how to welcome other people, it is okay because you have a team around you that is eager to help you welcome new people into your business. I'm going to skip over this one. So if you're already a customer in our community, what we're going to encourage you to do after today's call is to connect with your enroller, the person who brought you into this business, and ask them about our next steps. We've put together a really beautiful 4-part series that we like to call Business Launch that will help you start a business of your very own. And we would like to share that date with you and welcome you into that completely on your own volition. We want you to want to be there. What I also want to reinforce to all of you is that we will be sharing tonight's recording. So if you need to go back and you need to look at some of the information, you will be able to do that. And with that recording, if there's someone else that you think needs to hear the message, please go ahead and share that recording with them. And then once you have maybe a couple of friends who are interested, maybe we can do the launch program all together. We'll have an even larger community than we do tonight, whether it's live or recorded, we can all participate in this program together. Really a great, great idea. Normally we run the launch program every January, but for this group, we're making a special exception and running a spring edition because we really, really want to welcome all of you into that opportunity. I'll put this screen up here and would love for you to do a screen, just a screen snap. Take a picture of this. The 10 reasons that you'll love partnering with doTERRA. Use this screen snap as a reminder of why you came tonight or as a reminder of why you feel so inspired in this moment to begin a doTERRA business. That brings us to the very end of our conversation. It's a lot of information. I know this. I want to make sure that each of you feels like you have received enough to pique your curiosity. And again, I want to remind you that we are available even after tonight's call to help answer your specific questions. We have Malika, we have Ritu, Zarine, Maru. This group of ladies is absolutely fabulous for future support. And I want you to really recognize these women as the faces going forward of doTERRA India. These women are the very foundation of what is happening in India and beyond, and you can become a part of that alongside them. Thank you all very much for watching tonight. This is very much appreciated. The recording will be coming out soon, and I thank you.